Hi everyone, welcome to today's reading. Today we are looking at what people are realizing about you. So I have three piles to choose from. You can choose either from the seashell, the selenite wand, or this agate star, or you can choose from any of the images earlier on in the video. Pause now if you need a moment. Timestamps are down in the description box below, and I'll see y'all in your piles. Hi, Pile 1. Welcome to your reading. Let's take a look at what people are realizing about you. So I shuffled out these oracles for you, and then we'll get some more cards a little later on. How do I want this? Like this, maybe? Feels good. Alright, let's see what people are realizing about you. If I sound a little stuffy, it's because I am. Sorry about it. Alright, we got the empty room, tenacity, halls of learning, spirit guides, confirmation, great lessons. Earth Star activation, anchoring, grounded action, Isis energy. Knight, loyalty, romance, chivalry, a love of honor. Heart of Source, all encompassing love, unconditional acceptance, serenity. Virgin, maintaining symbolic purity of heart and spirit. And strength. Knowing. Well, one, I just want to start off by saying you have such an amazing, strength of character. Your your character feels like some of the most complete that I've ever sat in, if that makes sense. I don't know how else to phrase it. Like, a lot of people have things in their soul, or I mean, everybody has wants and desires and that sorts of things, but it's like your energy, your presence lacks chaos. Like, you know fully and completely who you are and what steps you need to take. Uh, that's what people are realizing about you. Also, we'll get into it more, but I just want to say, I'm really impressed by your energy. Hold on. What people are realizing about you, Pile One. I think for a long time, people kind of wondered where your sense of purpose comes from, or how is it that you always know what to do, or why do you have such a strong inner guide? Um, People are realizing that you have such a strong sense of understanding, of knowing about who you are, about the universe, about the spiritual realm, about what you want out of life. And the reason why they're realizing that the reason why you have such a deep knowing about that is because you're able to sit with yourself. You're able to go within, and you're comfortable with nothingness. You're comfortable with not knowing. You're comfortable with not having to have all the answers. I think it freaked people out. It might still freak people out that you're comfortable not having all the answers, but still walking so strongly in your faith. And people are seeing that things still work out for you. Like, even though you didn't know how you were going to accomplish something, or how something was going to happen for you, or how you were going to get something, you got it. And all it took was your faith. People, I think, for a long time questioned where that came from within you. And I feel like you really had people, it feels like people kind of went through soul journeys and soul searching just by meeting you and knowing you, because they see how deep you are, how deep your waters run, and they want to find that light for themselves. People are realizing that your strength, your inner strength, your tenacity, your courage, it doesn't come from nothing, and it doesn't come from, like, they never thought that you were faking it, but now they definitely know you're not faking it. And it feels like they understand that it wasn't born from nothing. It is a trait that was earned. To be tenacious, to be strong, are character traits that are earned through grit. They're earned through necessity a lot of the time. And I think it feels like a lot of people felt that maybe people felt like you didn't earn your blessings, or you got a lot of things that you didn't deserve necessarily, even though they know that you're such a sweet and nice person. People are haters, they're mad, but it's because they can't or couldn't see how your character was different and is different. You have a very pure, um, almost like Christ-like energy, and it's like people for a long time they were trying to find your faults. They were trying to find anything, like, as to why, not as to why, but like they were trying to find any reason to tear you down, 'cause that's how people be, right? But people know now that your strength, your courage, your compassion, we're all born from a hard place, whether or not you told them your story. Is the more that they spend time with you, or the more that they get to know you, even through other people, like, they just know that that kind of a character cannot be born from an easy life. And I feel like people are also starting to realize that they were too harsh on you. They held too harsh of a view on you when you didn't deserve it, even though they always knew you didn't deserve it. I don't know what's wrong with these people. Um, uh, Yeah, they're people are realizing that your faith in your spirit guides, your faith in God, the universe, your higher self, whatever it is that you believe in, is a big driving factor in your world and a big reason as to why things work out for you. People are also realizing that you're a lot more loving than they gave you credit for. I think you've always been a nice person. I think maybe what it could be for a lot of folks here, if you're like very attractive, a lot of times people feel a type of way about it. Even if they try to act like they don't. And that's definitely kind of the energy that I've been picking up anyway, is that people have been hating on you. Um, so that could very much be a possibility. Or it could be a thing that, excuse me, that they are jealous of another characteristic that you have. Like maybe you could be very intelligent, right? Or maybe you could be very talented at art or something. And because people were jealous or because they didn't couldn't stand to be in your light, they wanted to paint you a certain way and they wanted to see you basically like, remember that how people see you isn't necessarily doesn't mean that's how you are. That's just how people see you. And I feel like especially when people have a very particularly negative and toxic view of people, what it really is just a projection of themselves. So um just take that into heart too, because a lot of the times the things that people push onto other people or say that they dislike about other people or rumors that they spread about other people, it's really things and characteristics that exist within themselves. So I feel like people were pushing this narrative that you're not as loving as you actually are, that you're not as compassionate and kind as you actually are, because that's what they wanted to believe. But now they're realizing that you're probably one of the sweetest souls that they've ever encountered. And I feel like folks are feeling really, really bad about it now too. Um, because I'm feeling like for a lot of these folks now that they're realizing that even if they didn't believe in spiritual stuff before, they feel like you're protected by something. They might not know what it is. They might not be ready to call it God or angels or something, but they are at least acknowledging that something watches over you and something delivers you, right? Um so yeah, so where I was going with that is like it kind of like low key scares people because now that they know that something watches over you and they've been having like negative thoughts about you, they're like, oh man, now is like, whatever's watching over pile one, are they going to come after me now? Like some of them are starting to wonder that. All right, let's pull some tarot and see what else we can get. All right, let's see what we got. Here we got the Temperance, the Nine of Wands, the Six of Swords, the King of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, the Page of Swords, and the Knight of Swords. So yeah, this is a definitely a huge confirmation of the very, very first part of your reading, where people are realizing that like your strength of character, your your tenacity, your strength really comes from all the challenges and the turmoil that you've been through, and that you weren't going to let a tough situation ruin you. You were going to make the most that you could, and you were going to learn everything you could. You were like, if these things are going to happen to me, if I'm going to have to go through these situations, I'm going to make a lesson out of it and I'm going to learn something from it. That way, hopefully, either it never happens again, or if I ever have to encounter the situation again, I can do better for myself and for the people around me. And because of that, you've really, really built up a very strong character. And it's one that a lot of people have been envious about. But they're realizing now that they don't have anything to be envious about because, like, and no offense, like, absolutely no offense, because I've had a very challenging life too, but like, that they're realizing that the reason they don't have anything to be envious about is because this strength of character was born from a tough place. Like, you had to have gone through so many challenges in order to be so strong, so mature, so knowledgeable, so capable of handling the different things that life throws at you. You have such a calm and even keel way of being and of handling things. And people didn't understand where that was coming from. And now they're realizing that you've needed to cultivate that inner peace for yourself just to get by in life. So, because of that, now you're using that to serve you in other places. And now, because you've built up such a strong character for yourself, they're seeing you reap the rewards of everything that you've been through because you're putting these lessons to good use and it's serving you in the physical realm. So, if you're not already seeing some kind of like monetary gain because you've been able to progress through your life and these challenges in a really great way, you definitely will be soon, L1. So that's what I have for you today, Pile One. If these readings or these messages resonated with you, please leave a like, drop a comment down below, and let me know how it resonated. I really love reading y'all's comments. If you're on Twitch, I'm on Twitch too. Give me a follow. We like to talk about spiritual stuff, play video games, chat about, relationships and all that fun stuff. And if you're interested in booking a personal reading, the information for that is down below as well. All right, Pile One, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. I hope y'all are happy and safe and warm, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye. Hi, Pile 2, welcome to your reading. If I sound stuffy, I am. I'm sorry. I shuffled out some oracles for you, and then we will get some more cards later on. All right, let's see what we got. Chamber of the Violet Flame, Karmic Release, Radical Transformation. Liberator, freeing yourself and others from outmoded beliefs, releasing negative thought patterns. Order of Melchizedek, I definitely said that wrong. Embraced by light, mission uncovered, don't give up. The Creator, strength. The Three of Swords, sorrow. Holy Grail, inner discovery, finding sacredness, you are what you seek. Patience. And the Four of Swords, truth. What people are realizing about you is that you have gone through so many changes in your life, so much karmic release, so much radical transformation, and a lot of it has to do with relationships and with other people. And because of the things you went through, you want to help liberate others and free others from either, you know, relationships that don't serve them, or things that don't serve them, thought patterns that don't serve them, lifestyles, you know. It feels like you kind of are almost like on a mission to help other people kind of like avoid the stuff that you went through. People are really realizing that you're really here for them and that you really have their best interest at heart, even if it doesn't always feel that way. It feels like maybe you give advice and tell people, you don't tell people what they want to hear, you tell people what they need to hear. And that can be really challenging, I think, for a lot of folks that are, especially in stuck in patterns that, don't serve them, or stuck in relationships that don't serve them. Like, the reason why they're stuck is because there's something that either they don't want to see or that they don't want to change. And you are very quick to hold up a mirror to folks. But you're doing it out of love for people. You're not doing it to hurt anybody. And it's like, yeah, the realization of it hurts, but overall this is a good thing to be able to realize that that way you're, better set up for the future. Like embraced by light, inner discovery, finding sacredness, you are what you seek. Like people are realizing that you have been through such a great journey of self-discovery and turning inward. And in that journey, you were, you were really embraced by the light and you really embraced the light as well. It feels like maybe people have known you for a long time, have seen how you've grown, and they've known you in the past, and they wouldn't think you to be maybe so spiritual in the past, or they've seen your spirituality kind of go through phases, which is totally normal and natural, and that's definitely, what's going to happen for sure. Like even the most spiritual people have doubts in their faith at times, and that's normal, that's fine. And people are realizing that you have so much patience, Kyle, too, and it feels like people are realizing too that you are probably a lot more patient with people and situations than what they deserve. It's like on one hand, people admire that level of patience because, nowadays a lot of folks don't even have the patience to sit through a TikTok video, right? And on the other hand, some people kind of just want to like, some people want to come in and save you and tell you like, hey, don't waste your time. Don't waste your time with that person. But they they know that you know what you're doing, and they trust that you're following your inner light, you're following your inner compass, and that's why you're doing the things you do. And then with the creator here, what people are realizing is that you have a very special way of seeing the world. You, I don't want to say that you look through the world or look at the world with rose colored glasses, but it like almost kind of. It's like you just have so much love for life and love for joy and love for imagination and fun and beauty and culture that I don't know how else to put it. You just really have a beautiful way of seeing the world and interacting with the world. And the way that you believe in others and in the potential of things and situations is I don't know, it's beautiful. And people are really blown away by it. I'm blown away by it. You have a huge passion for this world. And I think for some of you, what people are realizing, I think you don't come off necessarily as an artistic person, but the more people get to know you, like let's say you have certain coworkers that you've known for years, right? And then suddenly one of them finds out that you're actually a very talented painter, and they're like, "Oh my God, like, Kyle too, why didn't you ever tell me that you were so good at painting? Like, if I knew this, like, I would have been buying your paintings a long time ago. Like, wow, like, look, look at the caliber of your artwork. Like, it's so amazing. Like that's kind of like what I'm getting. It's like there are people around you that don't have any idea how amazing and talented you actually are. And then like they catch a glimpse of your work and they see you in a whole new light. And it's not that they thought, poorly of you before or anything, but now it's like when you find out that somebody is able to create such beautiful, masterful things especially when you know them and you've known them for a long time and not in that capacity, it's really inspiring. Let's pull some tarot and see what else we can get. Look at the Five of Swords, defeat, the Ten of Swords, ruin, the five, the Hierophant, oh my god, words, which is number five, the Tower, Ace of Discs, and the Dancer. What people are realizing, pile two, is that your life isn't what people necessarily believe it to be. I think a lot of people kind of look at you and think that you have a perfect life. It feels like you value joy and happiness and levity, to other other states of being. And I think because of that, people kind of just assume that, nothing bad ever happens to you. You don't have to ever deal with anything difficult. And it feels like once people sit down and start to really get to know you, they learn more about your story and see, get to learn a lot more of the actual challenges that you've been through. And they are realizing that, like, this is giving, like, is it Hercules or Atlas that's holding the world over him, right? Or is it Hercules? I don't know. Atlas. I don't know. Oh my god. Anyway, but it's like you have been through so much, and through it, you only ever tried to do good and keep, be morally upright and do the best that you could in the situation. Yet, no matter how good you are or were, these things just kept happening to you. But because of that, you were able to build up this like strength and fortitude. Um, you learned how to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders and do it with ease. Um, and somehow, even though you went through all these difficult things, you never lost your spark, your passion for life. Or I feel like even for some of you, maybe you didn't even have a spark for life before because of these challenges, because your life was so difficult. But now, because you have such a good handle on things, you see the world from a different point of view and you feel like you're able to tackle things head on, and passionately. A fiery tornado spinning around the universe. It's you, pile two. Yeah, I think that's all I got for you today, pile two. Thank you so much for being with me today. If these readings, these messages resonated with you, please leave a like, leave a comment down below. It really, really helps out the channel, and I love reading your comments. Um, if you're interested in booking a personal reading, the information is down below as well. Also, if you're on Twitch, I'm on Twitch too. Come hang out. I have a really cool, awesome spiritual community, and we like to hang out and play games and chat and talk about relationships and all that fun stuff. So if any of that sounds like your jam, definitely come check it out. Yeah, I hope y'all are doing well, that y'all are happy and safe. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye. Hi, Pal 3. Welcome to your reading. If I sound stuffy, I am. I'm sorry. Trying my best. I shuffled out some oracles for you, and then we will get some more cards as we go along. I've got agape, build, unexpected, surprising developments. Oopsies. The divine matrix, interconnectedness, synchronicity, God incidences. Ooh, the central sun, abundance, downloads, regeneration, success. Halls of Amenti initiation, secrets revealed, treasures uncovered, initiations. The Four of Wands was at 8. Completion. And Prince, romantic charm and potential for power. Okay, so this is really interesting because with agape, the divine matrix, interconnectedness, synchronicity, God incidences, and halls of Amenti initiation, secrets revealed, treasured uncovered, and initiations. What people are realizing about you, pile number 3, is that you really have a very, very deep connection to the divine. And regardless of what you believe in, this pile in particular, what I'm getting for this pile specifically, it's more people who really identify with believing in God. Um, so if that's not you and that doesn't resonate with you, up to you to what you want to do from here. If you got this far, I feel like the rest of the messages would resonate. If you'd rather click off, that's up to you. But this pile is definitely more for people that resonate with um, God as their divine source. And what people are realizing about you, pile 3, is that you really kind of have like a direct line to God. And through that connection, a lot of things are revealed to you. And people are realizing that that is your inner source, that's your compass, that's how you navigate through your life. You don't take a step before you consult with God, your angels, your spirit guides first. And it's through your connection with God that, you know, you're able to see what to do next, and that brings you to success. You get these downloads about the steps that you need to take, what you need to do. And when you follow it, it brings you so much success. And it's like people watch your life and they're like, oh, here goes pal number 3 again, trying some crazy stuff, even though like they should know better. And then the next time they see you, you accomplished what you were trying to do and then some. Not only did you accomplish the thing you were trying to do, but you're already like 3 plans ahead of of that, and you accomplished all of them too. And they're like so blown away because they underestimated you for the first time, but you over exceeded what they had even thought of you to begin with, and they're just kind of like left to wonder what it is they're really doing with themselves. Not only do you people know that the the things that you're able to build for yourself come from your connection with the divine, but it's like they also see you getting a lot of blessings, a lot of unexpected surprises that could only be described as a blessing. They could only be sent from above, right? Um, and people see you getting showered in those, and yeah, they're realizing that it comes from your source. It comes from your God, your divine source. And so does your happiness, your stability, your home life. If you have a comfortable home life, it's all through your connection with the spiritual realm. Because you're a good person and because you do your spiritual work, and you go within and you go without. And because of that, you have manifested so much into your physical reality. It's I know I'm just like I feel like I'm just saying the same things over and over again, but and what people are realizing too about you, Pile 3, is that you actually are really romantic. And you have a thing for love and romance. I don't know, I don't necessarily think that you came off as cold before, but kind of more what it's feeling like is maybe people thought you were more focused on your spiritual journey and not like you were a nun necessarily, but y'all know how like nuns are celibate and that sort of thing. I think a lot of folks just kind of thought that you were too focused on your spiritual matters to want this type of stuff. But they're realizing now that you're actually quite a romantic at heart. Let's pull some tarot and see what else we can get. Got the King of Cups. Yeah, what did I just say? You're actually romantic, right? You're actually a very loving person. Five of Pentacles, the Fool, the Nine of Pentacles. Oh my god. The Knight of Wands, the King of Pentacles, the Star, and the Empress. Hey, look at you, pile three, go off. So yeah, with the King of Cups again, that's just a confirmation of what I was saying with this Prince card. You're a very loving, very deeply compassionate person. And people are realizing that maybe they didn't give you the proper credit for that before. The other thing people realize now too is that you're the kind of person that helps people that are disadvantaged. Um, you will go out of your way to help other people, even if you don't know them. Like you'll stop and help a homeless person. If somebody is in need around you, you do something about it. You can't stand to have others be, not have enough around you. With the Fool too, like people are realizing that you are actually a very free-spirited person. Like we were saying before, we were saying I don't know where the words are today. um, I think up front, kind of the initial impression that people get of you is that you're more spiritual, you're more kind of like serious, but the more they get to know you, the more they realize how actually free-spirited you are. How much you love to have fun and try new things. For some of you too, what people are realizing is that you actually have a very comfortable life. Um, whether or not you appear to have the means, you seem to be surrounded by a lot of luxury. So you might have a lot of hidden wealth, and high key, it feels like a lot of people were pocket watching you. It's like maybe you have a job that people kind of think is a lower paying job or something like that. But they see that you have access to a lot of nicer things, and like there are a lot of people that front, right? And they act like they have more money than they have, and what it really is all the money that they have they're spending on stuff. People don't get that sense from you, even if they think that, I don't know, I don't know why this is. I don't know why I'm picking this up. I'm so sorry, pal. Sorry. It's like, for some reason, whenever it is people look at you, they don't get the impression that you personally make a lot of money. However, they see that you are surrounded by wealth. They see that you have a very comfortable life. They see that you can afford the things that you want to buy. They see that you have nice things. They see that you are able to do nice things and go nice places. And they don't get the sense that you're struggling or that you're in debt, because you're not. And I know this is supposed to be what people are realizing, but low-key people are a little confused. But what they're realizing is that your lifestyle is more comfortable that it's than what they think. And that's highlighted again here with the King of Pentacles. And I think a lot of people kind of misunderestimated you and see you as kind of young and naive. I think that comes more just from people's projection on you. When you are more serious and more focused, it feels like you might be a more inward person, and that maybe you don't talk as much or contribute as much in conversation. So people don't necessarily get a good sense for who you are. And I think for a lot of folks, they like to project certain things onto you because of it. But they're realizing you are actually, very mature, very capable. People are realizing that they want to be like you. Pile three. You have the Star and the Empress. People wish they had that sauce, that magic pile three sauce. Like whatever it is you got, they want it, man. They don't know what they're like, man, is something in the water over at Palace 3, like at their house, because like they people just feel like you are made of magic. And people want to be you, and it feels like you really have just like an amazing life, and you are beautiful and talented, and maybe you can date people that certain people are attracted to and they feel like they can't date or something. It's like people really wonder what it would be like to be you, Pal 3. I think they really had you pinned as one way. Kind of like, I'm so sorry for even saying this, but like, the Easter Island heads, those rock faces, that's kind of like how they viewed you, and I mean that in the best way possible. It's just kind of like they viewed you as kind of like stiff and serious, but the more they get to know you, the more they realize you're awesome and fun and talented and loving and beautiful and compassionate and amazing and wonderful. and intelligent. Very nice. All right, pile three, that's what I have for you today. If this reading resonated with you, please leave a like, drop a comment down below. It really, really helps out the channel, and I love reading y'all's comments. If you're interested in booking a personal reading, the information is down below as well. Also, if you are on Twitch, I'm on Twitch too. Come hang out. I have a really awesome spiritual community, and we like to play games and chat about stuff, like relationships. So if that sounds like your jam, we would love to have you. I hope y'all are safe and happy and healthy. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.